It's a smooth Sunday. Apologies for the lateness of this review, but I thought, why not? I'll do it on the Sunday. And Sunday night as it is, as I'm recording this. This is the review for Saturday's game, which the Mariners played at Blundell Park, and they came away with a 3-1 home win against relegation threatened Morecambe, and it was a cagey beginning, quite a good middle, and shall we say a quite comfortable ending, shall we say. But first of all, we'll talk about what the lineup was for the game. We had Jordan Wright in goal, with Harvey Rogers at left back, Doug Thom at centre mid, and Cameron McJanet at right back. We had Geza Toure, who started in the little pocket between the centre backs in the midfield, and then Dara Burns, Kieran Green, Evan Corey, Denver Hume, Danny Rose, and Luca Barrington. And the bench for the Mariners were Jordan Davis, Jake Eastwood, George McEachran, Yasin Svan Curtis Thompson, Charles Vernham, and Terrell Warren. I have to admit, I was very, very surprised to see Rosie back in the team. I was overjoyed, but I was surprised. I was very, very surprised to see Rosie back in there with the protocol that had to be taken up. It was mentioned in the post-match by David Artell that they got the clearance on Friday afternoon, that he is able to go. So that was really good, and it was, we were screaming for the playoffs, and for an out striker, and for once we didn't need one, and it was a good game really by all sides, and by the team. Again, cagey start. They always are. And the Mariners tried to get on the front foot. We're very good when we start on the front foot, and we got into that and really made it a good start. And it was kind of a very cagey start. Morecambe obviously battling for their lives in but coming off of two wins prior to this, they were obviously going to be a bit buoyed by it, and we got some early pressure in, and the first real chance either side really had fell to us, and it was a good bit of play, to be fair. A ball came in and it landed to Danny Rose, who hit the underside of the bar. So about 7 or so minutes in, he hit the underside of the bar, and it was sort of like, oh no. I was like, oh, it's in. And when I saw it clip the underside, I thought, oh no. But that was just showing the front-footedness that we'd started with, and it was a difficult. In other seasons, it would have been difficult to probably rebound from that, but in the last few months, we've kind of shown resilience to not let it get us down, and we didn't. To be fair, it was from a corner where the Mariners' first goal came from, a Denver Hume corner, a short one, and what a header, a flicked header by Kieran Green. It was an absolute peach, right into the other corner. It was Kieran Green doing Kieran Green things, and another assist for Denver Hume. It was a beautiful header, good thinking because it kind of tricked the Morecambe defence. I think they were expecting a long floaty ball in, and they got that, and a great goal for Kieran Green, who really has this season really shone as one of the players of the season, hasn't he? Really, and but to be fair to Morecambe, they showed the battling qualities which you need down at the bottom, and our lead only lasted 6 minutes when a player that Grimsby Town know very well, Andy Dallas, with an absolute peach of a goal, really, for them on the half hour, and it arrowed totally into the top corner. Wright had absolutely no chance with it, and what an equaliser, and credit to them, and we didn't kind of put our foot down when we got the goal. We kind of let off a little bit. We lent off just a little bit after our goal, and obviously Morecambe, knew they were going to be tricky with what they were battling against. So we went in a half-time level, and we just needed to pick a couple of things up. Just the intensity needed to be picked up just that little bit more. Obviously, a sub was made. Obviously, Gazature not really having the best of halves. I don't feel so. It's kind of it was a good move by Artell. He made the change of George McEachran came on at half time, and the game flipped from there, really. Once George came on, it was all Town. Town pretty much dominated from then on. The passing got a lot better, it got a lot crisper, it got a lot more sort of people believed more. Dara Burns obviously had a better second half as well. He had a good attempt in the second half where very easily could have gone in another day, but not quite. But I think he'll find his feet. Though probably next season he'll find his feet, I think. So that was good, and like I said, Denver Hume always being a trouble as he is down the wing, and obviously having the interview in midweek. John Tonda talking about the possibility of maybe extending his contract, but they've had a few talks, nothing concrete according to Denver, but you can tell he's enjoying his football here. You can tell that for certain, and everyone at the minute is enjoying the football. You always are when you're winning games, and Corey and Green give you the energy in the middle, which they kept on doing throughout that half, and it was actually on 48 minutes where Denver Hume got his second assist of the day, and what an absolute belter by Luca Barrington. It was a screamer, and their keeper stood absolutely no chance with it. From about 35 yards out, he pinged it with his, I believe it was with his right foot, pinged it, just arrowed straight in the top corner. That is Luca's first goals since Salford. Really, but he has deserved it in recent games, and he's hopefully thriving a little bit here, with the freedom that Artell seems to be giving them to try things. He'd rather have players try things and not get them than not try them. But what an effort by Luca. That sort of calmed the whole stadium down. But the atmosphere after that calmed the nerves. But it really lifted the atmosphere of the stadium, that goal by Luca, and it was sort of like, again, it was a dominant half. You know, we were getting chance after chance after chance. Kieran was causing more issues. Janet, boy, did we look assured when Cam McJanet's on the pitch as well. Doug Thumb was, well, he was a rock again, really. And at times it was just all good, and we sealed the win. For a second for Kieran Green, Luca Barrington got the assist for it, and all I can say is again, what a player Kieran Green is becoming. And given the assist to the which it was Luca in the end, but it was a good move actually on the out wide, and Harvey Rogers got a cross in, and it was a nice kind of easy tapping goal for Greeny, and that pretty much sealed the win. That was on 80 minutes. It ended up being, you know, starting a cagey game, ended up fairly comfortable in the end, but fair play to Morecambe. They are scrapping for their lives down there. There was 5,807, and about 111 fans from Morecambe came down. Credit to them, and I could hear them all game. They were loud up until, I would say, that the second goal went in. They kind of quietened off, but you know, credit to them. Good luck to them for their remaining games that they have left, battling the drop. The Mariners move on. With that, we find ourselves still in 7th place on 65 points, 3 points ahead of Colchester, who got a win against Notts County. So there's a 3-point gap between the two sides. It was good to get bounce back from our last defeat, and that is what you always look for, is a response. Doesn't matter about league position, and in this league it really doesn't matter about the league position of a team. It's just who's better on the day, who can do the right things on the day, and we got that, and it was great to see Danny Rose back. It was also great to see Charles Vernon on the bench. He didn't get any play time. It's understandable though, with his injury history. But it was good to see that Charles was back on the bench, and overall it was like I said, it was a good win for the Mariners to get a much needed win, and after losing to Crewe. So I think it was just an all-round good day. It was good weather as well, and I nearly got a tan while I was there, and we roll on. The season carries on into the final 5 games of the season, and we move on to a game with I'm gonna say practically safe Harrogate. I'll still use the term relegation threatened, but I don't think Harrogate are far being safe. It's going to be a tricky game for different reasons. You know, they're near the bottom, but that this season has meant absolutely nothing. Teams have got results from looking like they weren't going to get anything to getting something. So we went there last season, and I was there last season, and it didn't turn out as well as been hoped. So it's it'll be Grimsby against Harrogate. It will be 7th place, 20th. I will be back with a preview to that one towards the end of the week. but it was so good to bounce back quickly after disappointment in midweek, and we got back on the horse. Got a national reference there. We got back on the horse and got the points to, I won't say quite yet, put us on the driving seat, but it's good to see us still in that playoff place and still fighting. So let me know what you thought of the game down below. Thank you to the guys that did come and speak to me during the game or after the game. It was a pleasure again to speak to you guys, and let me know what you thought and how you feel the next 5 games are going to go. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that bell button. That'll let you know when I upload some more Mariners content. In the meantime, guys, I am signing off with this one. Up the Mariners. Hopefully we can keep it going, and I'll be back with the Harrogate preview in the week. In the meantime, guys, I will see you soon. Up the Mariners, and top 7. We'll see what happens. I'll see you soon. Ta-da.